shooter was 17 years old. He entered into the cafeteria, firing multiple rounds.
Nashville Police Chief John Drake says Solomon Henderson shot 16-year-old Jocelyn Correa Escalante, killing her. A male student was grazed by a bullet before Henderson killed himself. This is the frenzied aftermath outside school. A first responder performing CPR as a victim is loaded into an ambulance. Security officers were on duty at the time.
By the time the SROs got down there, the shooting had stopped and the shooter had shot himself.
Ahmad Salah was in the cafeteria.
It was a lot of screaming, a lot of tears. People were screaming on their faces. They were scared to die.
The incident comes almost 2 years after the shooting at Nashville's Covenant School, when an armed former student stormed the building, killing 6.
It is impossibly difficult to be here once again dealing with the devastation of gun violence in one of our school communities.
A community healing event is planned for tonight, and school is now closed for the rest of the week. Nora.
Janet Chamlian, thank you. President Trump has declared a national emergency at the southern border, and now thousands of U.S. troops could be on their way. CBS's Omar Villafranca is in the border city of El Paso, Texas, with the breaking developments in the new border crackdown. Good evening, Omar.
Good evening, Nora. The operation to move 1,500 active duty troops to the U.S.-Mexico border is underway. 1,000 from the Army, 500 from the Marines will deploy to El Paso and to San Diego. That's on top of the 2,500 troops that are already stationed along the border. That number could balloon to as many as 10,000. Now, the troops won't act as law enforcement, but military planes, including C-17s and C-130s, will be used to deport migrants out of the country, starting with 5,000 from El Paso and San Diego. We also learned today that border agents have new powers. They will be allowed to throw people out who cross illegally instead of allowing them to come in and go through the asylum process.
And Omar, what about those raids that are part of this larger crackdown?
CBS News, Nora, has obtained an internal administration document saying that U.S. military bases may be used to house migrants before they are deported. And the Department of Homeland Security said that ICE agents will also be allowed to go into schools and churches to carry out operations. That's at the discretion of the ICE agents. That's a reversal of Biden administration policy that made those places off limits. And on top of all that, the DOJ sent a memo out to its employees who are working on immigration issues saying that if they don't work with law enforcement or have any objections, they could be prosecuted. Nora?
A lot of important details, Omar Villafranca. Thank you very much. As of tonight, all federal workers who carried out diverse